Have you ever smiled in front of everyone, but felt empty when you were alone? Maybe you've laughed at a party, nodded along as the perfect colleague, or hugged your family with a grin, only to sit in silence later, a hollow ache in your chest, wondering where the real you went. That disconnect, it's more than a bad day. It might be a sign you're living behind a mask, a shield you didn't even realize you'd put on. Carl Jung, the wise explorer of the human soul, called it a persona, the face you show the world to fit in, to be accepted, to survive. I remember a friend who dazzled at work, always the confident leader, but confessed to me one night, tears streaming, that she felt like a fraud, her true self buried under that polished exterior. That's the persona's power. It keeps you safe, but can leave you lost. This video is your invitation to peel back that mask, to uncover why you wear it, and to find the courage to live as your authentic self. By the end, you'll feel a stir deep inside, a call to break free. So stay with me. This is about to touch your core. You've felt that emptiness behind your smile, that mask you wear without even realizing it. Let's step into the mind of Carl Jung, who saw this so clearly, and unpack what he called the persona. It's like a second skin you've crafted, a face you show the world to navigate life's demands. Jung described it as the social mask you wear, shaped by the roles you play. The caring friend, the ambitious worker, the dutiful child. It's not inherently bad. It's a tool, a way to connect, to be seen, to belong. Imagine it as a beautifully painted shield, reflecting what others expect, helping you glide through conversations and expectations with ease. But here's where it gets heavy. Every shield has a dark side. The persona can become a prison when you lean on it too much. It starts as protection, keeping judgment at bay, but over time, it locks away your true feelings, your doubts, your dreams. You might shine as the perfect one at work, but inside, a quiet voice screams for release, buried under that polished surface. Jung warned that this dark side creeps in when the mask takes over, disconnecting you from your raw, messy humanity. It's like wearing a costume so long you forget the face beneath, a costume that starts to crack under the weight of pretending. Now, let's talk about the difference that matters most, your persona versus yourself. The persona is the outer you, the role you perform for the world, a carefully curated image. But yourself, that's the deep, authentic core, the you that holds your passions, fears, and quirks, untouched by others' expectations. Picture a garden hidden behind a stone wall. The persona is the wall, sturdy and visible, while the self is the wild, blooming life within, waiting to breathe. Jung believed that living too much in the persona starves the asterisk self, leaving you feeling like a shadow of who you could be. This tension is your invitation to look closer, to peel back the layers, and we'll explore why you built that wall next. You've glimpsed the persona, the mask you wear, and felt that tension between it and your true self. But why do you put it on in the first place? It's not your fault. The world hands you this shield, layer by layer, until it feels like second nature. Let's uncover the forces pushing you to hide behind it. Social pressure, parental expectations, and the relentless pull of social media culture, while meeting someone whose story might mirror your own. This is where the mask's roots dig deep, and it's time to feel that weight. The forces behind the mask. Social pressure is like an invisible current, pulling you to fit in. You're nudged to be the outgoing one at gatherings, the strong one in crises, even when you're crumbling inside. It's the unspoken rule that you must perform happiness to be accepted. Then there are parental expectations, those voices from childhood whispering you should be the doctor, the scholar, the good kid, molding you into a role that might not match your soul. You might have smiled through years of piano lessons you hated, building a mask to please them. And social media? It's a magnifying glass, amplifying this pressure. Those flawless feeds, perfect vacations, endless smiles, push you to curate your life, hiding tears behind filters, afraid to show the real you. A real-life mirror, success with a hidden struggle. Meet Lena, 36, a story that might hit close to home. On the outside, she's a success story, top sales manager, stylish home, always posting about her amazing life. But behind that polished persona, she battles a raging anxiety disorder. Every night, after the applause fades, she's gripped by panic attacks, her mind racing with fears of failure. She wears the confident leader mask to meet her family's pride and her company's demands, but it's a cage. Lena told me how she'd rehearse her smiles in the mirror, terrified that one crack would unravel her world. That's the cost of the mask. Success bought with silent suffering. A life where the real Lena, creative, vulnerable, longing for peace, gets buried deeper each day. The weight you carry. This isn't just Lena's story. It's yours too if you felt that ache. Social pressure molds you into a shape that doesn't fit. Parental expectations carve a path you didn't choose. Social media traps you in a performance, scrolling past your own truth. The mask starts as protection, a shield against rejection, but it grows heavy, suffocating the self beneath. You might recognize Lena's rehearsed smiles in your own life, that moment you laughed to hide a tear. This weight isn't permanent, though. It's a sign you're ready to question it. Stay with me as we explore what happens when you wear it too long. You've felt the weight of that mask, crafted from social pressure, parental hopes, and social media's glare, and now it's time to face what happens when you wear it too long. Living behind the persona isn't just uncomfortable, it carves a quiet wound in your soul. Depression creeps in like a heavy fog. Disorientation leaves you lost in your own life, and that aching question, who am I, echoes louder each day. Let's walk through this pain together and meet someone whose story might mirror the shadow you're carrying. It's a wake-up call to your true self. The silent toll. Depression is the first shadow. It settles when your mask hides your real emotions, joy, anger, grief, until you're numb, staring at a life that feels like someone else's. You might smile through the day, but at night, that fog wraps around you, pulling you into a darkness you can't name. Disorientation follows, a dizzying sense of being unmoored. You wake up wondering how you got here, your roles, friend, worker, parent, feeling like costumes with no script. And then there's that haunting, who am I? It's the voice of yourself, buried under the persona, crying out as you drift further from your essence, lost in a life that isn't yours. A story of loss, the man who faded away. Meet Ethan, 42, a man who lived a fake life to be loved and lost himself in the process. Ethan grew up pleasing his strict father, becoming the perfect son. Top grades, a law degree, a steady job. He married the woman his family approved of, wore the suit of success, and smiled for every photo. But inside, he hated law, longed to paint, and felt trapped in a loveless marriage. He wore the dutiful husband and respected attorney masks to earn love, but it cost him. One day, after years of nodding through life, he sat in his office, staring at a blank wall, unable to move. His identity had dissolved. Depression gripped him. Disorientation left him questioning every choice, and who am I became a scream he couldn't silence. Ethan's story isn't just his. It's a mirror for you if you've ever felt that hollow drift. The mirror you hold. Ethan's loss hits hard because it's a risk you face too. The longer you live in that persona, smiling when you're breaking, performing when you're exhausted, the deeper the wound grows. Depression steals your light. Disorientation blurs your path. And that who am I question becomes a chasm. You might see Ethan in your late nights, wondering if the roles you play are all you are. But here's the hope. This pain is a signal, a call from yourself to break free. Stay with me as we discover how to answer that call and reclaim who you truly are. You felt the pain of living in that persona. Ethan's lost identity, Lena's hidden anxiety, and maybe your own quiet ache. But here's the light breaking through. You can get out. This isn't about tearing off the mask in one dramatic moment. It's a gentle, brave journey back to yourself. Carl Jung believed facing your true self heals the soul, and I'm here to guide you with 5 practical steps. Each one is a step toward freedom, a way to reclaim the you that's been waiting. Let's walk this path together and feel that transformation stir within you. Step 1. Identify the persona you are wearing. Start by looking at the roles you play. Are you the always cheerful friend, the unshakable leader, or the perfect parent? Take a quiet moment, maybe with a cup of tea, and ask, which mask do I wear to please others? Picture it like a costume in a mirror. The bright smile you force, the confidence you fake. Write it down. Recognizing it is your first act of courage, the moment you start seeing through the illusion to the real you beneath. Step 2. Emotional journaling. What do I really feel? Next, grab a journal and pour out your truth. At the top of the page, write, what do I really feel? Let it flow. Anger at a job you hate, sadness from a suppressed dream, fear of being seen. Don't judge, just listen to your heart. Imagine the words as a river breaking through a dam, washing away the persona's control. Do this daily, even for 5 minutes. One day, you might write, I feel lost, and realize it's the first honest thing you've said in years. That's yourself starting to breathe. Step 3. Shadow work, facing the rejected part. Now, dive into shadow work, the hardest but most healing step. The persona hides parts of you. Anger, shame, desires you've rejected. Sit with them. Journal about a fear you avoid or a trait you hate. Picture it as a shadowy figure in a dark room. Approach it, not as an enemy, but as a lost friend. Jung said facing your shadow integrates it into yourself. Maybe you've hidden your need for rest. Acknowledge it, and feel the relief as that shadow joins the light. Step 4. Resetting boundaries in relationships. Your mask often bends to others' demands. It's time to reset those boundaries. Start small. Say no to a favor that drains you, or tell a loved one, I need space to be me. Imagine drawing a gentle line around your heart, a shield that protects your truth. If a friend expects your constant cheer, explain, I'm not always okay, and that's okay. This isn't rejection. It's an invitation for real connection, freeing you from the persona's people-pleasing trap. Step 5. Small actions to live authentic every day. Finally, live authentically with tiny, bold steps. Try a hobby you've hidden. Paint that canvas, sing that song. Even if it's messy. Share a real feeling with someone safe, like, I'm scared today. These acts chip away at the mask, letting yourself shine. Picture each step as a seed. Plant it, water it with honesty, and watch your authentic life bloom. One day, you might dance in your kitchen to a song you love and feel the joy of being unmasked. Your journey begins. These steps aren't a race. They're a dance with your soul. Identifying your persona lifts the first veil. Journaling unlocks your voice. Shadow work heals your wounds. Boundaries protect your growth. Small actions build your truth. You're not alone. Ethan found his way back through painting, Lena through therapy. This is your path to reclaiming who you are, and it starts now. Stay with me for the inspiration to keep going. You've journeyed deep through the cracks of your persona, the weight of expectations, the pain of Ethan's lost self, and the steps to break free. Now, let this truth settle into your bones. You don't have to be someone else to be loved. Masks may keep you alive, but only the truth will set you free. Carl Jung saw the self as your sacred core, the part that shines when you let go of the roles you've worn to please the world. Those masks, crafted from smiles you forced, jobs you endured, lives you faked, they've kept you safe, but they've also dimmed your light. Imagine that light now, a soft glow within you, growing as you peel away the layers. You don't need to be the perfect friend, the unflappable leader, or the image on someone's screen to be worthy. The real you, your fears, your dreams, your quiet strength, is enough, and love flows from that authenticity, not the mask. Ethan found it in his paintbrush, Lena in her vulnerability, proof that the truth doesn't push love away, it draws it closer. This is your moment to step into that freedom. Take your journal, write one true feeling today. Maybe, I'm scared but hopeful, and let it be your first step. For the next week, try a small action, share a real thought with someone safe, or chase a hidden passion. Feel the shift as your self breathes again. I'd love to hear your story. Share in the comments the moment you felt your mask start to lift, the instant you chose truth over pretense. Check the description for more on Jungian growth, and subscribe to keep this journey alive. Hit the bell so we can walk this path together. The world needs the real you. Step into that light, and let it set you free.